Hi, I'm Helen from Heritage Garden Seeds, and today I'm going to show you how to sow your beetroot seeds. So you can sow beetroot successionally from spring right through to midsummer, and you can direct sow your beetroot, but I prefer to sow mine in these modules, and then I can keep an eye on them while they're growing and then transplant them to their final growing positions when I've got some nice, strong, healthy plants. So I have just filled my module tray with compost. This is a peat-free compost from Silvergrow, and it is just a normal multi-purpose compost. I'm just going to make a little dimple in each cell with my fingers, and the seeds are just going to sit in that little dimple when I sow them. So beetroot seeds are a nice size to handle, so I'm just going to sow a few seeds per cell, and that will give me slightly smaller bulbs than if I sowed one seed per cell. If you want to do one seed, that is absolutely fine. You'll get larger beetroot that way, but I just like to sow them so that they're with their friends and do a couple of seeds per cell. This multi-sown method is a really good little space-saving method, and I find that the beetroot responds really well and grows really well too. So then all that is left to do is cover those seeds with a thin layer of compost. I'd say for beetroot you don't want to go any more than around 1 centimetre thickness. And then I'm just going to take my little watering can and give those seeds a nice little water. So we don't want the soil to be soaking wet, but we do want the soil to be nice and moist so that those seeds can germinate. So do make sure you keep that compost moist while those seedlings germinate, and then once the seedlings are large enough to handle, you can transplant them into their final growing positions. Obviously you want to make sure your growing area is kept weed free and well watered throughout the growing season. And you can harvest your beetroot from summer right through to autumn, and the best time to harvest them is when they are between golf ball and tennis ball size. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, but if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. The best place is always on Instagram. We are at Heritage Garden Seeds, or you can get me on email. The email address is hello@heritagegardenseeds.com.